What's going on, YouTube? This is a topic that I've touched on a few times in the past on this channel, but you guys keep asking for it. You guys enjoy them, so I'm gonna keep giving it to your motherfucking ass. But I see a lot of people, man, on the internet, even some people that I know in person, and they ask me, how do you get over the fear of rejection? I see beautiful girls all the time, girls that I would love to talk to, I would love to have sex with, love to go out with, but I'm just too nervous, I'm too scared. Some even say I'm terrified, I'm petrified to talk to this woman. I'm petrified to talk to a girl if she's with a group of friends. I'm petrified to talk to a girl if, she's dressed a certain way, or I'm terrified to talk to a white girl. I'm terrified to talk to a black girl. How do you get over the fear of rejection? And the answer is actually pretty simple. And I think a lot of people just overlook this. A lot of people always like to say, practice, practice, practice. And that's definitely a very valid answer. And that is one of the reasons why I've never been really scared of rejection, because I've been rejected so many times. After a while, you really do just start to realize that this girl is just a number. Like I've told you guys before, the way that I view the world is that 90% of girls that I encounter, none of the plans that I have with that girl are gonna come to fruition. So whether I meet her in the mall, she may never text back. Maybe she texts back, we'll go out on a date, there might not be a date two. Maybe we go out on a date and I actually have sex with her, it might not be a time two. Maybe we have sex for a couple of weeks, but then that's it. I always just have the mentality that 90% of girls, or 90 out of 100 girls, if you want to look at it that way, are going to be punks. They're going to be girls that, in the long term, I'm not even going to be thinking about them. So when you adopt a mindset like that, when you approach a girl out in the mall, when you approach a girl up at the club or whatever, you adopt the mentality that if she says no, you're damn near happy, because let's say it's the beginning of the week and I'm going to talk to 100 girls that week. Monday morning, early, very first girl of the week, and she says no, I damn near want to thank her. I damn near want to hug her and say thank you for not wasting my time, because I know I only got 89 left, and then I'm going to get 10 solid ones, 10 that I'm really going to fuck with a long time. The sex is going to be great, the personality, everything is good, and these are girls that maybe it can end a long term. 6 months later, we're still fucking with each other. A year later, we're still fucking with each other. You know what I'm saying? She's compliant, she's compliant to everything that I'm telling her and everything. Everything is just perfect. Oh, but that's only gonna come by getting those 90 out the way first. You know what I'm saying? So when you adopt this abundance mentality, you start to not worry about the insignificant things like a girl saying no. You stop worrying about the insignificant things like a girl, like let's say you DM her and she wants to screenshot your DMs. Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of motherfucker, man. I'll DM 2 friends. I know they're best friends. I know they're going to talk about me, you know what I'm saying, right next to each other. They probably going to see the DM at the same exact goddamn time. But who gives a fuck, man? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the worst she can say is no. The worst that can happen is that she doesn't fuck with me. So you have that aspect of it, but what a lot of people fail to really acknowledge is that you have to work on yourself before you can even hope to have any success with women. Sure, you could just have money and a bitch will fuck with you just because she likes the money. You could just have a nice body and a girl will fuck with you just because she likes your body. You know what I'm saying? You can be tall or you can be handsome or whatever the case is. She might like your hair and that'd be the reason that she fucks with you. But in order to truly be successful with women, you got to have yourself in check first. You know what I'm saying? You got to have you want to endeavor to be a Renaissance man. You want to sharpen all of your skills. It's not just enough to be physically attractive, both facially and the rest of your body. It's not just enough to be financially successful. It's not just enough, you know what I'm saying, to have nice conversation skills. You want to have all of these things together and be a charismatic, mysterious, attractive guy, both inside and out. And then once you go up to a woman, you adopt this mentality that it's like, who cares if she says no? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm way up here and the way I view everybody else is way down here. So if you choose not to fuck with me, that's your loss. You know what I'm saying? That's your loss. You adopt this abundance mentality. And that's the only way you're really going to get over the fear of rejection, is if you value yourself, as if you're truly confident. When I first started going out and cold approaching girls, I was around 13, 14 years old. Of course, before then, I talked to a lot of girls, but these were girls that lived in my neighborhood. These were girls that I went to school with. These were girls that were friends of friends. You know, it was always something that was facilitated by something pretty much out of my control. But when I was around 13 or 14, I started having more and more interest in girls, and I started going to the mall. And the first few times, yeah, it was pretty boring. I didn't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? I just said, hey, and, you know, I wasn't stuttering or anything. I wasn't nervous, but, you know, you do kind of get in your head a little bit. You overthink it. But when you really focus on yourself and you're genuinely confident, you're genuinely happy, you genuinely think that you are the shit, you know what I'm saying? When you walk up to a girl, everything's just gonna flow naturally. You know what I'm saying? The same way I talk to y'all, it's the same way I talk to my friends, it's the same way I talk to strangers, it's the same way I talk to girls, same way I talk to girls that I've known for 10 years, you know what I'm saying? I'm me, and I love me. So by me loving me, when I go up to a woman, I sell myself. And within 5 minutes, I know whether or not I wanna fuck with this girl. You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately, the way that I think, the way that my mindset is, I'm the decider. You know what I'm saying? She's lucky to have me. A lot of y'all walk up to women and you're thinking to yourself that you have to submit to her. Oh, baby, I see some of these goddamn comments and shit, man, and I hear people say it in real life. Oh, baby, I would love to take you out. Please let me take you out. Please let me take you out. You know what I'm saying? They ain't never left my motherfucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? If anything, I was about to ask her how come she hasn't asked to take me out yet. You feel me? So when you really love yourself and you really value yourself as a king, you don't give people the opportunity to treat you any different, man. So in order to really get over rejection, sure, it does take a lot of practice. It does call for you to have an abundance mentality. But at the end of the day, before any of that will really, truly work in the long term, having a permanent change in your mindset and your emotional outlook, it's very important that you work on yourself, man. Value yourself first. I appreciate you guys watching, man. Peace.